to my... Ouch! Freaking hair got caught in my watch. Ladies, gentlemen, welcome back to Full Circus. My name is Tristan Sartoris. Guys, I'm happy to be here with you today. When am I not? I wish I would have, organized some things a little bit more right before I hit play or record or whatever you want to call it. But what else is new, guys? Seriously, what else is new? We have our backs against the wall. And you know what? I need to stop saying that because that's literally how we operate on this show. We record at the last second. Things happen. It's all very chaotic, not so organized and put together, and it's falling apart at the seams, but we stay together. Like a family on the brim, the edge, the port of turmoil, ready to fall apart and explode, but we stick together because that's what family does. And that's what running this podcast is like. Not a lot of organization, not a lot of, cohesiveness, but you know what there is? Effort. Okay? And that's really all it takes in life. Or so they say. I don't know. But anyways, guys, I'm trying to record this episode, and then guess who didn't record in anticipation of this freaking excursion we're about to take, this little week wedding whole thing. I'll get into it in the next episode, but I got 2 to record right now immediately, and by the grace of God, I booked something else the day of that we're supposed to be leaving, so I have to drive up to Cleveland and go film or record this thing and immediately then decide to pack. But you know what? I'll get to that hill when I decide to climb it. And until then, guys, I'm just happy to be here with you. All right, we're going to enjoy our time. Stressful? Perchance. Am I worried about it? Not really. So I guess not that stressful. Life wants to overwhelm you, okay? But it doesn't need to. Don't let it overwhelm you. Let it whelm you. All right, take that in. Sit in it. Breathe. Marinate on it a little bit. That's a little bit of whelm. But I'm not going to let it overwhelm me. What am I saying? Not much. But I can't really take my time and figure out what I want to say. So anyways, guys. Oh, by the way, I got glasses. I don't even know if I talked about going in there for the glasses and getting the appointment and all. I don't even know if I got to that point. But I wanted to go and get some... Actually, I didn't want to go and get glasses. I don't even know why I started with that. I wanted to get my eyes checked. They've been slightly worse, but really just in my left eye, and I want to feel safe, I guess. But the truth is that I went to go get my license renewed at one point, and I was just struggling to see through this thing, and it felt like they were kind of snickering at me, and they're like, all right, what's this say on the freaking first column to the left? I'm like, B? And he's like, it's numbers only. I go, oh, dear God. So I wanted to go get checked out, and also just for regular eye health and for glaucoma or cataracts and everything else that they have in store. So I wanted to go and make sure that my eyes were healthy and this wasn't some sort of downhill trend that I need to be worried about. Then it was just because I'm staring at screens and reading scripts and gaming and what have you, looking at the sun and saying, hope this doesn't come back to bite me. But anyways, I just wanted to go and get my health revisited. And my mom was like, gotta be careful because this and this and that and this and that. And then this all runs into the family, right? And, you start asking questions also. And I realized what doesn't run in the family, grandfather or whoever had something that happened to him in their 70s. Well, isn't that just part of aging, Like, why do I gotta be worrying about that now? I don't know if we have any underlying health diseases that occurred in their 20s. Like, that's just part of getting older. That's part of dying. You know what else runs in our family? Death. At some point when they get so much older, things happen and they die. And for generations of the Sartoris family, we have all eventually, like in our late 80s or so, suffer from death. And I gotta be on the lookout for that. But like what doesn't run in the family? Like, oh, cancer runs in everybody's family, but it's usually there's a lot of things that accrue and the damage that's done to our bodies over decades of time. But I get worried about stuff. And they go, well, heart failure runs in the family. But when? And I go, oh, well, much later. I was like, that doesn't really count. I feel like, we don't have any like teenage or 20s or 30s, a lot of health issues that are happening up and then. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm supposed to be worried about it, but either way I was. So I went and got checked out. And I have to say, it's pretty interesting getting your glasses checked out. In a way, it was very flattering. They were going, wow, you've got the perfect proportions and the way that your eyes are spaced. Everything is all golden ratio. You should do some modeling. And I go, no. No, but I was feeling a little bit awkward, I guess, because I'll put them on for a second really quick, but I put these on and I was trying out a few different pairs of glasses, and I was looking at more expensive pairs because I was just trying to get in and get out as fast as humanly possible. And she's like, all right, these are much more expensive. Like, let's walk down the aisle and find these little cheaper brands. And I was like, nah, you're speaking my language. Even though I was just, oh my gosh, I feel dizzy. But I was just trying to get a pair of glasses. I didn't care what they were. I was trying to get in, see if my eyes were fine, see if it runs in the family, and then get out. Luckily, she was trying to help me save a penny, but I put these on, and then she goes, oh, those are... Oh, I was going to say something inappropriate, but I shouldn't. I go, okay. Get me out of here! Why? Don't make it awkward. You already hit me with the golden ratio thing, and I put it on, and I turned to the other guy in the store, and he goes, those look really good on you. And I got, you already made the sale, all right? I've already put my card down on whatever. I'm already buying the thing. You don't got to keep talking it up. And if you're not talking it up and you're being genuine, I feel a bit awkward. Because this lady was in her 70s, and I don't know if anything was running in her family at the time. Maybe reversion. But I was just feeling a bit uncomfortable, I guess you could say. I'm going to take these off real quick because apparently it has grandmothers fawning over me. So I was like, oh, thank you. And I got them anyway, so I don't know if that says anything about me, but I was really just trying to get any pair. She's like, you could try this in different frames. I was like, just these ones. You said those look fine? Put them on. I was just going to get the first ones I grabbed because I have no intention of wearing them at all. And maybe that sounds bad because it is, but they make me feel sick. They make me feel dizzy, even though everything is crystal clear. It's beautiful. My prescription's like the lowest on the totem pole. They said, you really don't even need glasses. So like, maybe I'm a sucker for getting them in the first place. Maybe they didn't make the sale and they were still trying hard. But anyways, yeah, I feel nauseous. It's uncomfortable. It's weird. And I like the extra clarity, but it doesn't make enough of a difference for me to really invest in it. So I don't know what the moral of the story is there, but it's awkward if you're going to go to the Walmart glasses section. If you have anything running in the family, it's nice to know that you're healthy. And two, if maybe your confidence is down and you want to be hit on by the grandparents. So anyways, I wish we were a bit ahead of the game. We're not. These are being recorded at the last second. We're going to see what we can do here and go get our surf on. I'm so excited. I'm going to get back to that in the next episode, though, which I guess is kind of inconvenient for you because that's a week away. But for me, it's about 15 minutes. So, hey, I'm going to be right back. I'm going to keep on seeing you. And it's going to feel like we never left. It's like a sleepover, but I never go to bed. For you, it's the next day. Oh, hey, wow, you're back here. It's like, I've been watching you the whole time. I never went home. So I'm really, really excited about that. I smell minty, dude. You ever catch your own breath and go, I should brush my teeth. It's like that, except phenomenal. I've been chewing so much gum for some reason. I think just because I bought too much gum on accident. I lost a couple different packs, but then I found them. So I've just been throwing gum back and going on walks. But I smell so good. dude. And it's like a candle, honestly. You should just hire me to stand in the corner. That'd be a nice little invention, you know. I'm giving off just a nice scent of freaking and just letting it, what's the word I'm looking for? Not aerate, not perforate, not, it's me like trying to will some letters into place. I can't figure out what to do, but you know what I'm trying to say. I would just like to give off a nice aura of fall. Give me a pumpkin spice piece of bubble gum and I'll just chew it in the corner. Who's that? That's our freaking scent guy. That's our freaking chomper, our smeller, our mastication. I got nothing. Gosh dang it! Who is texting me? It's blowing my ears out. I can't focus. How am I supposed to learn words if everything is intertwined? There's so many thoughts going on in my brain right now, and most of them, it's just like a shotgun of poof, 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 and I have no idea where the avenue is and what I want to do with it. Anyways, something about chewing gums like a candle, hiring a guy to chew it, I guess. I saw fall stuff in the store recently. I've been so excited about that. Halloween's coming around the corner. There's Christmas stuff too. Early September. A little off-putting, a little uncomfortable. C'est la vie. What are you gonna do? But it's nice. I will say that I'm really excited about riding my bike because I got a leather jacket for it. Okay. Now I'm trying to be a better example. I'm trying to be a better person overall, as you all should be. But I'm trying to make my safety more important in my life, and I bought a leather jacket, a nice protective motorcycle leather jacket for riding such motoring cycles. And it's just been too hot to wear. You know, if you're already hot in a t-shirt and shorts, putting on just a thick padded cowhide, it's you're sweating it out. But inside, I've just been wearing a leather jacket with pajama pants. I'm trying to wear it out, you know, get some nice wrinkles, get some nice worn look, because when I finally do wear it, it gets a little bit colder out. I don't want to look like it's just freshly steamed, freshly printed out onto the rack. And it's a jacket's supposed to be cool. A leather jacket is arguably one of the coolest things you can wear. But wearing a nice, uncreased, just right out of the wrapper leather jacket, that's not cool. You look like you're buying it to be cool. So I've been wearing it just around the house, while working out, going to bed. I'm not even joking. I've just been trying to get some hours and miles in it before I get some miles in it. Answered the door in it, went to the bathroom in it, and now I'm a little concerned, I guess, if I'm putting too much damage in it. But you know what? I look sweet while doing all these things. People think motorcycle jackets and leather jackets are just cool on the bike. They're not, dude. Brush your teeth in a leather jacket. You'll never feel more suave than that. So it's been very nice. It's been very nice. My nose is running, and I don't know why. Probably because of all this gum I'm chewing. It's just so freaking minty, and it's put me in a state of mind. Okay, sorry. I had to fix my hair real quick. It's like my autism, but not autistic. It's just I was slightly inconvenienced, and I couldn't focus until I got rid of it. And maybe that's autism, or maybe that's just pretty privilege. But anyways, guys, what else is happening with me? Speaking of my bike, let me tell you this. I lost my keys to my bike the other day, dude. That one hurt. That was a killer, because you never get so excited. You just get so amped and stoked to take part in something, to ride something, and it just disappears. And it's just gone. And you're asking people, have you seen this? Have you done that? Where is it? Hoping that maybe somebody stole it, but it's never the case. This was your own fault. And here's the kicker, man. I wasn't even riding my bike when it happened. I just happened to have the keys on me until I didn't. And I tried to find them. I looked all around. I was going everywhere trying to retrace my steps. It just so happens that on this particular day, I was feeling quite productive for whatever reason, accomplishing, banging out errands left and right. And I'm retracing my steps as well as I can. I'm going to every place. I had some sort of inclination. I felt oh so inclined. For whatever reason on this day, I felt I had to go to every place and see every person in every building in every town And it was quite difficult and inconvenient, and I was like trying to, a police sketch. Have you seen these? Do you know what they look like? And everyone's like, no. I'm driving back. I'm calling every place. I went to Kohl's, so I immediately called them up. Hello, you've reached Kohl's. Hey, by chance, do you guys have a lost and found? Yes. Well, is there any way you could check if there's some keys in there? Don't have them. Oh, that sucks. So, can I just leave my number with? Hung up on me. I just immediately, 1, done, 2 seconds into it. I didn't feel good about it. I don't really feel like they even checked the basket, the lost and found. So then I moved on to Meijer, and I'm calling them. This guy answers way more excited. Hey, dude, you've reached Meijer. What's going on? It's like, hey, thanks, man. I feel nice pep in the step. I'm already feeling better about my situation. I feel like we're going to find it. Do you guys have a lost and found? Yeah, we have a lost and found. What do you need? Do you guys have any pair of keys that you found by chance? You know what? Let me check. Step. Tripping, ripping, pilfering. Yeah, we do have a pair of keys, but it's for a Honda. Who drives a Honda? You go, oh, okay. Well, anyways, no Kawasaki, no motorcycle keys? No, man, I'm sorry. Well, could I leave my number with you in case you find them later? Yeah, for sure, dude. Do. It's nice, it's peaceful. My day was better having talked to the Meijers employees. So, if anything we've learned through my hunt so far, Meijers customer service trumps Kohl's customer service. Regardless, none of them had found my keys, though. But I was nervous, and I just had to go, and I went back to Kohl's because they didn't really want to help me out on the phone. And maybe they were busy. Maybe I should give them the benefit of the doubt. But I went back and walked up and down the aisles, and they were not there to be found. And then I went over to the dollar store, which was the most interesting of all the stores that I tried to wander into, trying to find my keys. So I stroll in there, right? And I see this guy. He's the only employee in the store right now. I go, hey, excuse me, man, do you guys have a lost and found? And then he just turns to me, and he's just staring. And he's just staring. And he's staring, and he's staring, and he's just staring. And at this point, I'm like, did I say something wrong? Like, is there maybe lost and found is like a weird kind of culture here? And I'm waiting, checking my watch, lighting it for, like, it's an uncomfortable amount of time. It might have only been like 3 seconds, but it felt like 4. You know what I'm saying? So he's looking at me. I'm trying to let it register. Maybe he's mad. I have no idea. And he goes, has anyone ever told you you look like Andrew Garfield? Okay. I was taken aback. That's not what I thought the response to my question was going to be. And I get that a lot. Obviously, I've talked about that on the podcast. I don't really see it. I think it's just the messy hair, but I go, yeah, I mean, it's come up. And then I don't say anything immediately because I'm still kind of off put by the weird staring. And I think maybe he's going to circle back to the prior question at hand. So I'm sitting there and I'm waiting and I'm waiting. And then I go to say it again. So do you guys? And he cuts me off. I really loved his Spider-Man. I go, me too, man. It was pretty cool. And I see the people like waiting in the aisle, and we're like, I'm sorry, I don't know what this is going on. I'm just looking to get the lost and found. And he's not checking out their stuff. He's just still staring at me like I am him or something. So I'm just really waiting, and I'm waiting. And I can't explain to you how much time felt like was passing. The people weren't mad yet, so maybe not too much, but it felt like the world had slowed down and it was just me and him. World goes dark and it's just Andrew Garfield and stranger. So I'm waiting. He cut me off. He comes back again. There he is. This is the situation we're in, and I'm waiting. You really look like him. And I'm like, if I say that I am him, will you help me find my keys? I didn't know what to say, so I just said, I appreciate that. I really need to find my keys, though. And he goes, Toby was better, I think. I go, I don't know what to do with this, man. What am I supposed to do here? So I'm just like, you're right. What did I do with my keys? I was actually very panicked because I'm looking it up and I'm Googling like whether or not you can just go and buy a spare key. And like, no, it's a whole other ignition and coils and all this different crap. So I'm on Amazon and I bought one right then and there. It was like $60-$70, and then they're a whole different process. I'm gonna replace the whole key thing. And then I look over and I see another employee and I'm like, she's like, we have a lost and found. We haven't found anything. I go, thank you so much. And then I skedaddled, and the guy's like, Spider-Man. I don't know what he was doing. I don't know what the feeling was there, but the whole process was pretty awkward. But anyways, if you find a pair of keys and you have to retrace my steps through Kohl's, Meijer's Great, or the dollar store, be prepared. It's the Twilight Zone. So again, I mean, if you happen to find a pair of keys to a 2018 Ninja, I tell you what, you've earned it. All right, that is yours to keep, because I am not going to play that game anymore. Is what I would have said. Actually, I did go and find the keys recently. They were in the driveway. They fell out of my pocket, which was a beautiful win. It was a victory. However, I had already bought all the new keys and I was getting in contact with the blacksmith and the new parts for the bike, and to go and return all that. So a bit of an inconvenience for sure, but we press on and we press forward. It's just one extra thing. Is there anything else I want to talk about really quick? No, not necessarily. I mean, there is, but how do I know what I want to save for the next day? You know, you ever have a lot of fun things you want to do with your friends, and you're like, well, should we play tennis today or for tomorrow? And then we go, why would we play tennis? What are we, dweebs? But let's see. I think that's everything that like I want to share, at least with I'm going to separate like half week, and let you know where my thoughts are next week for the other part of this week. But let's see, we can take it to the news, see what's going on. Man, we got a question, but I didn't really get a time to dig into it. It looked like a really good question that we'll explore that maybe next week. But again, I got to record this in about 8 seconds, so probably 2 weeks from now for you. Man, I'm setting up spoilers, and I'm setting up freaking anticipatory episodes. What happened in the news? Oh, this isn't recently, but I saw when I was looking for stuff and for little titles and headlines, that Apple's coming up with the thinnest iPhone ever, which I didn't really care. That wasn't actual news I wanted to share with you, but big deal, right? Also, the iPhone 17, at what point do you just start calling it the year? It's the iPhone 2025. I mean, we can't. You're so deep into the teens. When you get to the iPhone 20, what's the point, you know? Even like Xbox just like derail, do a 360, do a Series X, do whatever. Like it's too confusing. I don't even know if you should be doing PlayStation 6. I think you just got to change it up. Do Roman numerals, at least something like it's WrestleMania, but iPhone 17. And apparently also there's a FaceTime voicemail, which is interesting. It would be really funny if you have a missed call, or you got the wrong number and now someone has a video of you going, hey man, so I don't know what the deal is with this rash or anything, but if you have any advice on what's going on, or if that happened to you, because I don't know if that water was exactly clean, and you'd be like, oh, and now you have the video of them forever, which would be fun or funny for us. It'd be embarrassing for said individual, but that's a nice little, I don't know how long that's been out, but fascinating. And also, I don't care how thin a phone is. I thought we already did this. Didn't we try and do this with like iPhone 6 and 7? This was like a decade ago, this whole trend. We're like, okay, we got this thing. Now let's make it as small as possible. And they're like, wait a minute. We don't want less. Let's make it as big as possible. And they just go back and forth, because what else are you supposed to do? 17 iPhones into the game. But anyways, when I was looking for that, I saw a headline that it was it was for a Pentecostal church. And I don't know all the details of what goes into Pentecostalians. Sure. I'm not going to bother correcting it. Pentecostalians. But I know it's more of like a mega church. And on this Sunday, I guess, they wanted more tithing. And this, I guess, very proof that it's a mega church. He's like, we want to raise 40 grand here today on this Sunday in tithing. And they're like, yeah, that sounds like a great idea. And he's like, well, we haven't hit it yet. And he goes, okay, well, what am I supposed to do? And they locked the doors in the church. And until people tithed more, which is just kind of a ridiculous. I guess they hit it eventually, but it's a very ridiculous and kind of scary notion, kind of talking at holy gunpoint, I mean, how do you feel when a pastor goes, all right, till we get the money we get, ain't nobody going nowhere? And in that position, I'd be led to believe that he has God on his side. He's going to be sending little angel hounds out on somebody. How do you feel if somebody locked you inside of a church and was like, hey, we're not going till I get what I want? It's in like negotiations. Like, I tithed more. I tithed all I had. I tithed my 10%. I'm tipping on top of the 10%. They turn around the little screens like, are you happy with your service today? And you're like, I can't give you more. All right. I did what I had to do. Tipping's out of control. The church wants even more than 10% now. That 10% was for God. Take your cut, move on. But he's like, we are all going to leave in this together. It's such a hostage situation. Like there's a bomb going off. All right, everybody just chill. Everybody calm down. Now it's going to go very easy. I mean, it's straight up robbery. He's literally saying, everybody just don't do anything. Reach into your pockets. Pull out some money and no one's going to get hurt. I'm not saying there's any violence, but freaking 2 Corinthians. Lightning shall strike those who do not give me 40 grand. I thought that was insane, but such an oddity. I wish I had the whole headline and video or anything that I could find, because it's got to be so insane. I would never go back to that church. How could you? Fear that you're going to get locked in? And what if I donated a lot? And somebody had a bad week, and maybe they didn't have enough to tithe, and now we're all falling down, or maybe he just didn't pull a share. Maybe he didn't want to tithe at all, okay? And that's fine. Do your thing, man. But now I'm going to miss the Browns game because I'm stuck here afternoon till 1 p.m. Get your numbers up, Dennis! It's not Dennis's fault. It's the pastor's fault. That's a ridiculous thing to do. And if you're watching this in church right now and they're not letting you out, I will say this. There's got to be an escape hatch somewhere, 1, and 2, don't ever come back. This is not the place you should be. There's churches, trust me, if this is your only experience with church, they don't usually do this, Imagine if you were going, like someone was trying to take your friend to church. Hey man, our church is really good, and he's trying to investigate, and he's soul searching, he's trying to learn more about God. He's like, you should come to church with me Sunday. He's like, metal bars, iron, laser, what's going on? Yeah, they do this if we don't get 40 grand. So don't worry, it's going to be okay. Hopefully. What a nuts situation. So guys, don't go to church. I mean, go to church, but don't go to anywhere where they're trying to exploit you and extort you for more money. That is absolutely not the point of the gospel. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for tuning in to this week. And I would say tune in next week because that is what it is. But I'm going to say tune in 4 minutes because that's what it is for me. But I appreciate you. I love you. I hope you guys are having an absolute banger of a fall. And I hope you're not trapped in any sort of holy buildings. And I hope the grandmothers, compliment you, of course, to an extent. But I like it when they say, you're such a sweet gentleman. Don't imply that my sex appeal is off the charts because I already know that and I don't need you to say that. But it is what it is, I suppose. And if you got gum to chew, do yourselves and your friends a favor and chew it in someone else's home. Liven it up. That should be an ad, I think. There should be some sort of extra or Trident or something like that. Like just a group of people. And I'm inviting all my friends over. What kind of gum you got to take? Get in here. I'm just chewing cinema. Hey, you, how do you know the bride? I don't know anybody. I'm here for the scent. I'm just aerating this out. I'm just airing out the grievances of bad breath. I don't know. I lost it, guys. My hair's dry. I got to get some leave-in conditioner. It's different thoughts for another time. I'll see you in another lifetime, brothers. Peace!